Sage Chapel Cemetery was established in 1881. And since its founding, Sage Chapel has been the resting place for some of O'Fallon's prominent African Americans. Now, Sage Chapel has approximately 111 burials documented by either death certificates, obituaries, or oral tradition. There are 30 headstones and 3 other family-marked graves. At least 20 of those buried at Sage Chapel were born as slaves.
So Sage Chapel Cemetery is an African-American cemetery that's located off of Veterans Memorial Parkway. Actually, it's located adjacent to the O'Fallon VFW, and it's been there for over 100 years. And until probably the last 5-10 years, there was a lot of people in O'Fallon that didn't even know the cemetery or what its significance was.
Throughout the decades of O'Fallon growth, Sage Chapel lost its identity. After years of neglect, a group of citizens led by Phyllis Hayden and Jim Frayne educated residents on the importance of this eternal cemetery. In fact, a new sign was erected, and the city of O'Fallon lent a hand by cleaning up the cemetery. Plus, a World War I veteran named Howard Morris was finally given a proper military funeral. Eventually, O'Fallon's Historic Preservation Commission decided that Sage Chapel Cemetery would be a candidate to be on the National Register of Historic Places.
So the process that begins with a National Registry nomination begins with a nomination form itself, which goes to the State Historic Preservation Office. But before it goes to the State Historic Preservation Office, because O'Fallon is a certified local government, we have a Historic Preservation Commission. And one of the responsibilities that commission has is to review and recommend any National Registry nominations within the city. And so they were tasked with reviewing the recommendation for the nomination, which they did unanimously approve.
Historic Preservation Commissioner Doris Keevan-Franke and researcher Justin Watkins traveled to Jeff City, where Justin presented preliminary facts that would make Sage eligible for nomination to the National Register of Historic Places.
So we received notice back in December that in November that the site was officially accepted into the National Registry, and now that's O'Fallon's second entry into the National Registry. So we're quite happy with that, and it says a lot for that cemetery because you don't see many cemeteries that make the National Registry. So it is a big deal, and it speaks volumes about the historic significance of Sage Chapel.